Okay, welcome to another episode of I Review iPhone Apps videos. And today we're going to be looking at, if any of you have read my blog, you'll know that I'm a big proponent of getting XM radio. Where is that XM radio application on the iPhone or the iPod Touch? It's just not there yet. So for those of you who really want it, and I know there's a lot to do, take a look at Stitcher Radio. Now I've done a review of Stitcher on the blog. You can look that up, Stitcher. But today I want to show you how it works. And Stitcher is really cool. You go in, here's your application, Stitcher Radio. Just kind of click on it, it opens up, and tilt it a little so you can see the display. It goes in, right now it's logging into the network. Stitcher is basically they're an online network, and what they have is a bunch of podcasts, a bunch of radio shows. There's very little music. It's a lot of, if you're into talk radio, you're a talk radio guru, you'll love Stitcher. It's got everything. It's got technology. It's got updated news. Try to focus. Sorry about the camera here. It's we're recording on a little flip Mino, so the video is a little bit hard to read. But basically, here's all your screen, all your different channels, stations, and you have a whole bunch of them. You have celebrities and entertainment, business, economy, arts and culture, Apple and Mac. So why don't we go ahead and log into Apple and Mac. And then what it does is it takes you into that section of Stitcher Radio. And there's a bunch of channels there. And so you have the first one that comes up is the Mac Observer's Mac Geek Gab. It's a 52-minute podcast, and it gets updated however often this podcast gets updated. And you can give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. A thumbs down, and you'll never see it again. A thumbs up, and you'll like it. And then, of course, you can favorite it. If you press the star here, I've just added it to my favorites. But if you don't want to listen to this particular podcast at the time, you just click the forward button, and it moves along to the next one, which is called Boot Camp. And of course, if you don't like that, you just keep moving until you find something you like. If you're, again, this is like my Mac Magazine podcast, and this is a 38-minute podcast. So it's pretty cool if you want to if you want to find different podcasts about a subject you like. Now let's go back to the main screen. We go back, and on the bottom here, we have our stations chosen. The second little button here is favorites, and I have 5 favorites added. History shows you everything you've listened to, and mine's taking a little long here because I listen to it a lot, but you can scroll through and see basically all the stuff I've listened to today in my history, and I can click on it and go back and re-listen to it again. So somebody podcasts, how they talk about, they give you links and all, you may not have a piece of paper with you. You can go back, catch up on it again, and it's always there. Clicking the back button again will take me back to the main screen where you have your next button is settings, and then your search. So you can actually go in here and search on something you might be interested in listening to. I love Stitcher Radio. I think it's a great application. You can listen to it, over the 3G network or over a Wi-Fi network. What I like to do is I plug it into my little Memorex iPod clock radio here. I plug my iPod right in top there, and then just stream it on my desk and listen to the radio shows all day long. If you're an XM radio fan, and you're dying to get XM radio on your iPhone or iPod Touch, it's just not there. Stitcher is just a great application. You can read my post about it. I hope I've explained a little bit about it in this video. Stitcher is a free app, which is another cool thing on the iPhone store. There is a little Google advertisement there, but it's a little text ad, and it doesn't bother me none. Sometimes they're cool. Sometimes I find good things on these little ads, but it's not full of ads. It has that one ad, and I really like this app. So go ahead and try it. It's called Stitcher. It's Stitcher Radio in the App Store. It's a free app, and if you like talk radio, you'll love it. Thanks a lot, and visit the blog www.ireviewiphoneapps.com.